That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people. It's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
There's a young gentleman who is a former SA national champion in 2019. He trains almost every day and does everything. His interests are golf and Springbok rugby, so hopefully he doesn't have one eye next door, but both of them on the squash court. He plays out of Arini Country Club in Pretoria and Parkview Squash Club in Johannesburg. He represents the province of SACD His name is JP Brits. His opponent is the KZN #1 and plays out of Kloof Country Club. He was inspired to start playing squash by the Gouwelers family, who are very famous in the Pienaar region, at the age of 10. He likes surfing and golf and lamb chops, and his nickname is Booty. I wonder if he's got a good one. Girls, you can let me know. His name's Matthew Boot. Once again, thanks to all our sponsors, to Growth Point, the V&A Waterfront, the City of Cape Town, Starbucks, Bears Furniture, Eurolux, KFC, and of course the Southern Sun Hotel Group, and BL Clay Clothing, who is the official clothing partner with Squash SA. Also to Aquel for keeping all our athletes hydrated, Innovision, Caroline's Fine Flowers right here in the V&A, and the Seller Club of the V&A, as well as Innovision, who have got all the advertising sorted for us all around the V&A on their digital screens. Please make sure you support them in this amazing game of squash.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
2022 Growth Points SA National PSA Tournament men's semi-final match between Matt Boots to serve, JB Brits to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
Hello and welcome to the South African National Squash Championships for 2022. This is a men's plate match between Matt Boot in the black and JB Brits in the red. Both of these players played in the quarterfinals yesterday but lost. Fortunately, they still have a couple of things to play for here. So, Brits represents South African country districts in the provincial tournaments, and Matt Boot represents KwaZulu-Natal. I'm not sure what they have played before, but they are both very quick and agile players. So I'm quite interested to see how this is actually going to go tactically. Who's going to be a bit more assertive, taking the ball short? Because usually both of them do like counter punching. That's a good triple boast there from Brits.
3-love.
Fast start, 3-love up. Good attack short here by Matt Boot.
Thank you.
Brits has counter-punched that effectively.
4-love, left.
Yeah, Boot's got to get on the board here or else the first game will run away from him. Oh, swing and a miss, but he's got it back. That triple was a mistake, and now Brits is doing a lot of running. Chaotic rally, but he has stabilized it again. Oh, and he finishes it with a cross-court neck. Well played there. It's that shot there quite well, Matt Boot. Cross-court lob from the back end to the forehand back corner.
Out.
And Matt Boots on the
and
board.
1-5.
Get it done sooner rather than later. JB Brits has won this tournament before. In 2019, I believe.
Down.
So he does have a lot of experience
and
in this tournament.
6-1.
Matt has played this. I think this is the 3rd time he's played it. The 3rd time that he's played or made the national final 8.
Out. 7-1.
Too many mistakes at the moment. Brits is in comfortable control of this first game. Shot behind the back. He's recovered. Shot.
8-1.
If you have time in the front of the court like this, really is effective to use a hold because of how difficult it is to see the ball because of the color of the sidewalls. He has a chance, and he sent him. A couple of Ubers here from Matt Boot. They'll want to regroup, get off court, and come out strong in the second, I think. This is exhibition stuff.
Yes, mate.
We've got an alert there.
9-1.
That's a great length, good kill.
And out, 2-9.
Yeah, I think if you're Matt in this situation, what you do want to do is you haven't played a very good first game, but even though you're quite far down, you do still want to try and end well so you can take that momentum through into the second game. It's a nice change there.
And out, 10-2.
Yeah, Brits is attacking the front of the court this tournament a bit more than I've seen in the past, which is interesting. Perhaps it's feeling the way that he has to play here in Cape Town. That would be a stroke.
Yes, it. Yes, that's 10-2.
So, to the surprise of both the players and this commentator, there was only a let. Well then. Game ball for Brits, 10-2. Short, not there. He's down the middle through the legs, and that will. I'll wait before saying a stroke this time. So first game to Brits. Not much in it. The bit exhibition style. Can Matt Boot regroup from there?
Right, I have some cool drinks. Oh, somebody there can.
Brits leads 1 game to love. Level.
Welcome back to this played playoff match between JP Brits and Matt Boot. JP Brits is 1 love up. That was quite a quick first game. There wasn't really much structure to Matt Boot's game. He didn't really get length. He'll want to improve that in the second. Oh, that's a nice fade by Brits.
Down, 2 love.
He certainly had the chance to attack the front of the court there, but he doesn't look as sharp as he did yesterday. He played quite well yesterday against the top seed, Pienaar, lost in 4 games. But today, he's a bit less purposeful with his hitting so far. Definitely more mistakes. I got a bit unlucky there. I don't think Brits hit that shot quite that way. Might have hit a frame. But he started well again. 3 love.
Hand out, 1-3.
I don't think either player will want to see that rally again. Not the best one we've seen this week, that's for sure. But Matt Boot's on the board. High drop. And a burst. And punished.
Hand out, 4-1.
Cannot go short with such low accuracy on the score to give time to your opponents. The volley boast for return of serve from Matt Boot. Doesn't see that too often.
And out, 2-4.
So far this really looks like a bit of an exhibition. Lots of shots to the front of the court. Very open squash. That's a great get by Matt Boot. Oh, excellent. Good hands in the front. He's let himself down. It's the right choice there. Just lift
and
the ball,
out.
Get himself out of trouble. But he sadly hit that out.
5-2.
Too many errors from Boot at the moment. I think he's got to try and get the ball to the back of the court first and build rallies from there. At the moment, because of how quick JP Brits is, all this fast and furious stuff in front, it's not really yielding him any reward as of yet. Down. This fall, no. Hope he's alright? Yeah, I think so.
7-2.
Oh, nearly back on Nick. Ollie Ghost. Diagonals from that boot. It's a good land for Brits.
8-2.
Boot all over the court so
Left side.
far. Not really allowing him to get into a rhythm as of yet. That looked like he was through the legs again. Oh, he's going for the top spin. There's a length from that boot. Oh, he put himself in trouble there. Down a drop.
Yes, let. Yes, let.
Traffic in front.
8-2 left. And out.
It's on a serve.
3-8.
Volley drop winner. It's hard to know exactly what the mentality of these players is because they've lost yesterday. Sometimes if you play a knockout tournament like this, and there are still matches afterwards, the competitive edge is taken off. Players
And
might
out.
be going for
9-3.
more risky shots than they might normally. And that seems to be the case so far. Brits are certainly much more comfortable so far. And as you can see there,
10-3.
lovely
Game ball.
forehand post winner. He's motoring through this, looking to take the 2-love lead. 7 game balls. Oh, he's lobbed him. Could have gone hard. Lots of running from Matt Boot. On the floor. This is an impressive. Oh,
down.
Goodness.
11-3 games to Brits.
Impressive
Proceeds
rally
2 games to love.
speed from both players. But Brits is taking the 2 games to love lead.
JP looking in commanding fashion at the moment.
Double. And out. 1 love. Fold. Stop. Stop. Fold. Hand out.
Welcome back to the
1-0.
South African Squash Nationals 2022. This men's plate match between JP Brits in the red and Matt Boots in the black. JP has taken a 2-love lead
Hand out.
and has looked very comfortable so far.
Oh,
has to be said.
Mr. Brits, are you willing to play late or were you? What's that? You thought it was in? Play late, thank you.
The players are discussing amongst themselves whether
1 love.
ball was or out. He's playing a let. Has to be said, Matt hasn't really been at the races so far, but he is a competitive guy, so he'll want to rectify that in this third.
2 love.
And he's hit an absolute screamer. Someone save that. That's highlight reel stuff. Brits was trying to do the same thing. Oh no.
And out, 1-2.
Brits tried to send him the wrong way, hit a poor shot, but Boot somehow got caught up there. What a nice feeling that. Frantic movement there by Brits. Oh, it's a dive. And he was going to dive again there. But the shot was too good.
2-all left.
So the viewers watching, Matt Boot is known for a dive. He will dive if the situation calls for it. As you saw there. So that might not be the last one we see today. But
3-2.
Brits keeps hitting shots like that. This match could be over quickly.
Down.
Is that good?
4-2.
No, it seems not. Wait for something audacious there. Overspin the neck. A lot of running from that boot. Oh, wow.
5-2, right.
Running around the court like a hitless chicken at the moment. That's a nice lob. A lot of running again from that boot.
Down.
Yes, that was
out.
down.
3-5.
Tight counter drop from Matt. Let's see if he can work his way into this game. He certainly has the speed to cover the front of the court. A little bit more discipline to the back could make something happen.
Down. And out.
Audacious.
6-3.
Ambitious, but not to be. Well read by Boot. It's a great get.
7-3 left.
But that was a great example of the lob there. It's an underutilized shot that really can make life difficult for your opponent. It's not just a defensive one. There we see the straight variation.
Out.
Stead out.
8-3.
This does look like it's heading towards a victory in straight games for Brits. He has been focused and quite calm amidst the chaos of this match and how it's been played. Good set of exchanges there in the front.
9-3.
Difficult, just a little bit too open there. What does Matt Boot have left? Hold
10-3.
straight flick down the court.
Match
there
ball.
from Brits. Gives him match balls. Oh, he's got it. Oh, he looks like he's hurt himself there.
11-3.
The rep is alright.
3 games to look.
That is good.
11-2.
Brits.
11-3. 11-3.
There we go, short and sweet. Well played, JP. Anyone tell me the height of the front ball?
Anybody know the height of the front ball? Have a guess. 5.5, lower. 4, higher. 4.7, lower. 4, higher. 4, higher. Lower. 5, I'll give you close. 5-7, well done, sir. Japes, you ready for a chat? Okay. Welcome back to Cape Town. Well played. That was pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's nice to have a good match after struggling a little bit yesterday. So it was great to be on court. It's my first time playing in Waterfront, so it's great to be here. And yeah, just happy with my performance today.
For those you don't know, JP is a past champion of the SA National title of Growth Point SA Nationals. He's also the current men's SA team captain, which unfortunately didn't go to men's to World Championships because of Omicron. Next year, still wanting to make the men's world team?
Definitely. That's definitely one of my goals to play for South Africa again. It's a big passion of mine to represent my country, and I will do everything that I have to do to get into the team.
You yesterday you said you weren't quite your best. You were a little bit tight, and today was just you just expressed yourself. Is it because in your mind it doesn't really count anymore? Not that matches don't count, or what is it that's allowed you to be so free today and not quite as free yesterday? Is that just a pressure thing?
I think it's a pressure thing, although credit to Ruan for playing well yesterday as well and handling the pressure a little bit better on the day. I also think another match on the court makes a difference, and you know, spending more time on the court can definitely make a difference in your preparation. Although I did try, but yeah, and I mean, you know, after being out of the main draw, you definitely feel a little bit more relaxed. All of us really want to win nationals, and we really are passionate about winning the title, so we know what's on the line when you're in the main draw. And unfortunately, I was a bit tense yesterday. I didn't close out the games where I was leading and playing well. And yeah, just credit for Ruan for playing well and taking the match.
You are very involved in the development and the success of the South African Country District's success story. For those you don't know, they are the IPT champions for the men and the women, and your men's team has the number 1, 2, and 3 in the country. How has that come about, and how do you keep it? Because obviously once you reach a pinnacle, we've seen many people become world number 1, but staying world number 1 is a completely different ballgame altogether.
You know, we see ourselves as a family. We call ourselves the SACD family. We are very open, we are very friendly. We are a bunch of friends working really hard to push each other to bring the best out of each other. And I think that's part of the success of SACD, together with the camaraderie and being there for each other. For example, all 6 of us that's here are helping each other with our matches, we're helping each other with our preparation, we travel together, we stay together, so we're a really tight-knit team that helps each other become better. And I think that's a really good form of healthy competition that brings out the most of us, the best of us, and that obviously goes into IPTs where we are very successful at.
Well, I think that's great news, and I hope the rest of the provinces follow suit, because success is born within those sort of structures. And congratulations, and good luck with further results and for the rest of the tournament. Hope you win your last game, but it's wonderful having you here, and even though you're out the tournament, it's a joy to watch you play. JP Brits, everybody.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
top 8. We've reached the semi-final stage. Our first semi-final is going to be in the women's division. Please help me welcome onto the courts the 2 women that are going to be competing for the final place in the finals. First and foremost, a lady who plays for Harlequin Squash Club. She is the SACD number 2. She has a national ranking of 3, and she's coached by the gentleman I just interviewed on court at JP Brits. She made the World University Championship finals as her best achievement, and her goal is to make the SA women's team to represent SA at the World Team Championships. She enjoys hiking and camping. Her name's Alexa Pienaar. Her opponent comes from Lon Park Squash Club. They're up in Quebec. She is currently ranked number 1 in her province, and that is the SACD number 1. So what you have here, folks, is SACD number 1 versus the SACD number 2. She puts an immense amount of time and effort into training as she becomes more mature. She is the current SA National Ladies Champion, and she is the number 2 seed for the tournament this year. She has a nickname of Poppy or Zelly. It's Lizelle Müller. To all the shoppers out there, if you've never seen the game of squash, make sure you start playing. We have many clubs in and around Cape Town and Paarl and Stellenbosch, you name it. It's voted the healthiest sport in the world by Forbes magazine. So there's no reason you shouldn't give it a try. Particularly if you're a little bit overweight, like myself. It's a truly global sport, played in over 185 countries around the world. And there are more than 25 million people playing this fantastic sport. Katie and Marius are going to take care of your marking and refereeing duties. Thanks, Tyrone. These 2 ladies on courts have the ability to hit the ball to the front wall in excess of 200 kilometers an hour. You wouldn't want to get in the way of that now.
Half time.
Hello and welcome to the South African National Squash Championships 2022. This is our first lady semi-final between Lizelle Müller and Alexa Pienaar. My name is Michael Lombard and I'm joined by Rodney Durbach. Afternoon to you, Rodney.
Afternoon, Migs. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to this match. These two players are provincial teammates. They both play for South African country districts. So they should know each other's games quite well.
Yeah. So Lizelle plays out of Lond Park in East London and Alexa from Harlequins in Pretoria. So it's quite a strong Pretoria contingent here this week, which she's obviously part of that. Looking to go one better than last year. Last year she also lost in the semis.
Yes, and she also lost to Lizelle.
2022
that was in
Grove
3
Point
games.
SA National PSA Tournament.
And Lizelle was the
Today's
eventual champion.
semi-final. Lizelle Müller to serve. Alexa Pienaar to receive. Best of 5 games.
We'll see how much
Level.
Lizelle, if she's watched that match over the years, see if she's got any better. Picked up a few hints.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great start. Served out.
Fault. Hand out. My love.
You definitely know when it's out here.
Yeah, you do.
Gotta get the medic to throw it back.
Yeah, fortunately for these players, they get someone to fetch the ball.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to see the ball down this backhand sidewall because of the sun.
Yeah, that's a great camera angle we have here.
Not opening.
Hand out. 1-all.
The court's definitely better than it was last year, even with the sun coming through. See, they've added a green netting on top, which obviously the viewers can't see, but it does stop a lot of the sunlight coming through. There is still a little bit on the court there, but not nearly as much as last year. And every year they seem to be just getting a little bit better at getting the court to up to sort of really good standards, and I think the court's looking really good this year.
How have you felt the court's played differently compared to last year?
Hand out. 2-1.
It's a strange court. It really seems to come off the front wall really quick, but then at the same time, the length you really get rewarded for a good length in the back of the court, which is not normally the two that you would put together. And if it's coming fast off the front wall, you expect it to be really bouncy at the back. But it does reward a good length.
Down. Hand
But
out.
like all glass
2-all.
courts, the more you play, the better it seems. You know, first time you get on there, you miss a few, and doesn't matter how good you are.
Yeah, that's true. So nothing in this first game. 2-all. Oh, it's a nice kill.
3-2.
Point drop winner by Müller there.
Lizelle had a 3-1 with Helena Katsia yesterday.
Yes.
It was a good match.
It was, yes.
How did Alexa go yesterday? Who did she play?
She played Shalomi. Another SACD player.
Yep.
I think Alexa went up in 4, so that was another 3-1. So yeah, both of them have had time on the court.
Yep.
Even though you've said the court is a bit better than it's been the last couple of years,
Down.
there are still situations
out,
I find
4-3.
where you see the ball half a second late, especially on the volleys. So that if you can take the ball early, that's happened a couple of times so far, and you get missighted.
Yep.
That'll certainly be to your advantage. Out to the length. Chance. I gotta.
Sunlight does seem to be right.
Yeah.
On that left-hand wall.
Yeah, and all over it in the back by around the 6th
5-3.
corner.
Left.
Edmund has built a lead for herself here. This is a big point. If she opens up the 4-point gap. Ah.
Hand out.
That's one of the best drop shots I've seen all week.
Very brave. 2-5 down.
Yeah.
Oh, right back at you.
But I have
Hand out.
found playing on this,
6-4.
if you can get onto a return of serve and it's loose and you fire it in either straight or a good deep length, that can catch people out. So I think we'll continue to see that shot. It's something that if your opponent serves loose, you should be brave. Or aggressive, certainly.
Down.
To the
Hand
timber.
out. 5-6.
Alexa's right back in it. Got a miss hit return a serve there.
Oh dear.
Down. Hand out. 7-5.
Never want to see those when you hit an attempted drop into the floor first. That's a good cross court.
Hand out. 6-7.
Chance for Müller. Deep. Good length.
I thought the
Hand out.
sunlight
8-6.
was moving the other way, but it seems to be sneaking its way across the
Yeah.
court at the moment.
Curious to see what's going to happen there.
Make life very interesting for the following matches. Could be in the middle of the
Yeah.
Probably one of the few times as a squash player you want it to be nice and overcast. Oh, great
No,
put away.
great,
Hand
yeah.
out.
Good forehand.
7-8.
Overhead kill there. And it's very close as we approach this the late game of this first. And you really do struggle to see that in that wall.
I hope it's worse for us up here than it is for the players.
Absolutely. Does the ref
Straight to
give?
Pienaar.
Straight to Pienaar.
Straight to Pienaar. 8-all.
Cruise level into the business end now.
Good length by Müller. And
Hand
good
out.
1-2 punch there.
9-8.
Oh, what a great kill.
Hand out. 9-all.
I was about to mention that quite a number of players have been using the lob serve this week.
I think for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Try and get it into the lines.
Yeah. That's a good length. Chance. And
10-9.
Great 1-2
Game
punches,
ball.
Lizelle the point
yes,
before.
creates a game ball. This will be quite significant for Pienaar if she can take this. She can,
Yeah, she's been lagging the whole game.
yeah. What does the ref give here?
Stroke to Pienaar.
They're
Straight
given a
to
stroke,
Pienaar.
and that's the first game.
11-9.
11-9 to Pienaar.
Game to Pienaar.
One
Pienaar
game to
leads
love.
1 game to love.
You're on.
Welcome back to this ladies semi-final between Alexa Pienaar and Lizelle Müller. Alexa 1 love up. And fading cross-court winner there. Alexa's looking quite good so far, Rodney.
She is. I think Lizelle really needs to up her intensity a bit. You know, we've always known her to be an aggressive player. And I think on this glass court, it certainly favours the more aggressive player. And that's what Alexa's doing. She's certainly playing her shots, playing into space and creating a lot of problems for herself.
That she is, even though she was trailing for most of that first game, her tactics were quite positive. She started the second well. Oh, another one. 2 out of 2.
Handout 3-1.
Some days you just find those come off.
Yeah. No better day than the semi-finals of nationals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Handout
see that.
2-3.
You're right about the sun. It certainly is creeping across.
Yeah.
That's a good kill from Müller.
It's a bit more what we're used to seeing from Lizelle.
Yeah, she usually is very quick onto the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Down 4-3.
Faded perfectly into the sidewall.
Yeah, good aggression on the court. Nice intensity.
Yes, late.
Yes, late. 4-3
So
right.
they ball a little bit late. I've seen those given as strokes.
Yep.
Perhaps the referee thought that she'd moved across too late. Oh, on the floor. It's the right shot to play.
5-3.
Those who saw the previous match, Matt Boot was slipping and sliding all over the place. So I wonder if it's something to do with the floor. Do you find the court to be slippery when you were playing on it, Rodney?
No, but I'm not quite as quick as those guys, so I don't really have a chance to slip. Actually, saying that, I did end up in a heap in the back corner once yesterday. So I think that was more than the court.
6-3.
Lizelle Müller has responded well here. 6-3.
Alex was 3-0 up, wasn't she? That's 6 points on the trot.
Alexa, I think she was
another winner off the
Hand
serve.
out 4-6.
That's working for her today.
Lizelle really should be taking a little bit more care of her serve.
Yes, or perhaps changing it up, not giving Alexa the height. Oh,
Down.
just missed it.
Hand out
Probably
7-4.
have been either a winning or a very positive shot. Good point from Pienaar.
Hand out 5-7.
She was in this position in the first game. Oh, didn't see that.
Hand out 8-5.
Getting a bit of her own medicine back.
Indeed.
Got to really take care of the serve on this court.
Hand out
Well
6-8.
constructed, moved it to the back with the return to the front, to the back and to the front again.
Yes, late.
Yes, late. 6-8.
Is that not a stroke at the end of the last game?
Sometimes you never know what you're going to get with the referees.
We do appreciate them, even though it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah,
otherwise,
that's right.
Otherwise we'd have to do it.
We would, and we'd probably do a worse job in some cases. Got a long rally this one. Oh, another one.
7-8. 10-8.
As we were saying,
Just a carbon copy of the first game.
Yeah.
Stay behind most of it and then just sneak through at the end.
Creep up.
Down.
Just into the tin there.
8-all.
I think she was expecting that one to roll.
Yes, it didn't look like it might. All square once again.
Out.
He died there in the back.
9-8.
Now
I think that went out the front. I think that might be here in the
we didn't see it.
Cell C shop, close to commentator's booth. If any of you are wondering.
But there a spectator has put the ball back. This is good from Alexa Pienaar. She's 9-8 up.
Making another move.
Huge rally this one. Great kill.
10-8. Game ball.
Müller really has to try to pull this back. She will not want to go too low down.
Hand out. 9-10. Game ball.
It's quite a hot shot.
The key here is just get the return back. Get your serve in. Get it safe.
Doesn't even ask for the let.
10-all. The
So
player
we go
must
to the
win by
tiebreak.
2 points. Down. 11-10.
There.
Game ball.
So serve came off the sidewall. And a mistake.
Down.
And that's 1-all.
Game to
Good
Müller.
work from Lizalmo.
Game to 1-all.
Even it up.
Alexa should be really disappointed with herself.
Yeah, the last couple of points.
Big opportunities to go 2 love up.
Yeah. Welcome back to this ladies semi-final between Müller and Alexa Pienaar. Game's out 1-all. What do you make of the match conspiring in front of us so far, Rodney?
Down. 1 love.
I think both players had opportunities in both games. I mean, we could very easily be setting Lizelle 2 love up or Alex 2 love up. You know, Alex 1 love 10-8 up. just seems both players are. We haven't seen the best from both of them at the same time.
I would agree, yes. Early start from Müller, 2-love lead. Oh, it's a great serve. Chance. Well played there.
3-love.
You kind of almost think that that was Alexa's chance now. I think, you know, with Lizelle having got that game, she's probably a little bit more settled now.
Yeah, she'll be relieved.
Yeah.
I'm sure that the viewers have been who played Squash have been in that situation where and a Nick Post.
Handout.
What do we
1-3.
What do we know? But they've been in that situation where you are a game down, and against the run of play, you sneak back at 1-1.
Especially if you're the favourite.
Yes,
because she's definitely the favourite.
Straight to
That's
Müller.
just freed her arm up a
Straight
bit.
to Müller.
now she's
Handout.
going through.
4-1.
Not saying it'll still be easy.
No.
I'm sure Alexa's still going to come back, but kind of the momentum swings a bit more to you in that situation.
Indeed. But I still thought, aside from the last 4 points or so in the second game, which she didn't play well, Alexa has looked quite good. So she shouldn't be disheartened from losing that second.
No, because at the same time she was one shot away from being
Handout.
She was, and she's played well.
So if I was in her corner, you're not telling her to change anything.
No.
Because the game has got her all the way to 1-love 10-8. So whatever you're doing it correctly.
3-4.
Indeed, and when she is playing well and getting points, she is constructing the rallies well and finishing them. Oh, lucky side leg.
Handout.
I
5-3.
think if anything, Lizelle is the one that has to push now.
Yes.
You know, because if Alexa just plays the same game, Lizelle's going to be under pressure.
In the middle,
she has to maintain that pressure to keep her lead.
Oh, it's a bit
Down.
risky, that.
6-3.
We've been here before too.
That we have.
So I'm not going to call it just yet.
No. Maybe the pattern will repeat itself for the third time.
Out.
Certainly can if she hits shots like that.
Yeah, Lizelle really is not taking care of
Handout.
that serve enough.
4-6.
No.
Giving Alexa some free opportunities to shoot for the corners, which she's taking.
Yeah, she as well.
She hasn't missed too many either.
No. Well finished that.
Handout. 7-4.
Good rally, this one. Does the ref give here?
Yes, 8.
Yes, let. 7-4.
What do you think the rationale was?
I think maybe they thought Lizelle was taking a line to the left initially, and then she readjusted, and then that's what resulted in the interference. That, I think, that was one of the best rallies of the match so far both players had. Oh, and a roller. And she's done a Mazen Hesham.
Handout. 5-7.
These Knicks are certainly keeping her in this game.
They are, so she's got
extraordinary number of rollers.
She's got to take confidence from that. And there.
So simple, eh?
7.
So yeah, the game looks so simple when you play well, and then when it's not going well, the opposite. Good shot, drop shot there by Müller.
Handout. 8-6.
So cannot take her foot off the gas here. And keep pushing.
a good serve.
Out. 9-6.
And that ball has just come flying past the commentary box. And we are looking for the ball to throw it back. Second attempt will make it back onto the glass.
Apologies if you heard some colourful language from someone who helped us get the ball back. Commanding position for Lazelle there, or now, should I say. Oh, that's a great kill.
Down. 10-6. Game ball.
Almost seeing the finish line for this game. Up in the intensity.
Good defense there by Pienaar with a bit of height.
It's a great goal. Great goal.
Chance for Lazelle. What does she do? Good stuff. Getting ready this one. And well finished by Alexa.
Handout. 7-10. Game ball.
She's missed it.
Down.
Game 2.
11-7.
Müller there.
Game to Müller. Müller leads 2 games to 1.
Important 2-1 lead.
Things are hotting up here in the first ladies semi-final of the Growth Point SA National Championships. Give them your support. They're sweating blood and tears, really pushing each other to all into this court. And it's a wonderful exhibition of some really good high-quality women's squash, both physically and tactically.
Very open.
Lazelle is currently leading 2-1. She's the current SA National Champion. She's playing in royal blue, for those you don't know. Versus Alexa, who's in the navy blue.
Maybe as a plan B way to construction, but it's kind of
leads 2 games to 1.
Welcome back to this ladies semi-final at the South African Squash Nationals 2022. Lazelle Müller took an all-important third game, and she's 2 games to 1 up. What do you think Alexa has to do in this 4th game, Rodney?
Go back to what she was doing in the first 2. You know, wait for the openings. I think she just let Alexa's pace dictate to her how the game went. When she sort of keeps it under controlled pace, then she's all right. And Lazelle has to push the pace. You know, Alexa does seem to have a pace that is just too high for her.
That's a good point there.
But you're just not sure if Lizelle can dip into that long enough and consistently enough.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be a match of who can impose their style of game on their opponent.
Yep. I mean, both girls are hitting great winners and constructing rallies really well. It's definitely become a game of attrition.
It has, yeah.
Down. 3 love.
Service winners in this match.
Ball's 3 games old now, so it's probably getting a little bit flatter. Not coming out the corners quite as much.
Out.
This is a dream start in the 4th game
for love.
Pienaar.
Again, not doing too much,
but doing enough right.
Yeah. Making it nice and tight. Making Lizelle play that extra shot.
Oh, it's textbook stuff.
5 love.
Lizelle's got to get on the board here, or else this 4th game is going to run away from her.
Good
Down.
shot.
Hand out. 1-5.
Yeah. I think if she floats it and sort of just plays the rallies, I think Alexa will be able to pick her off, point by point. She's going to be the one that wins this rather than
2-5.
Losing it.
Yeah.
I mean, Alexa's not going to give it to her. Lizelle has to win each point.
Hard work there.
Down. Hand out. 6-2.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of fatigue as well.
Could be, because like you said, Lizelle's had to physically increase her intensity to get into the match. Also, I think when you are playing an opponent like Alexa Pienaar is today, who isn't, when she's going for a shot, she's not really missing. That's mentally very taxing, because you feel like you get into a match and then just as you start to build rhythm, all of a sudden they hit a winner.
Yeah, one bad shot in the rally.
Yeah.
And that ends it.
Defense must be on home. Great shot.
Hand out. 3-7.
Yeah, but she felt that to win that point about 2 or 3 times over.
You just feel she's having to put in a lot of work.
She is, and 3-7 down.
Watch the serve.
Hand out. 8-3.
Quite getting through to the back of the court. This court can be quite severe if you don't get it through to the back.
Especially now that the ball's a bit older, as you said earlier. Tight, and the chance.
Hand out. 4-8.
Still, Alexa is in a very commanding position here. 8-4 up.
Then you've got to mention the serve. She hasn't had one winner off the serve yet.
Down.
And that's the first mistake that she's made. Of that shot.
It's still risky putting it up there.
Yeah. Well, if I was Lizelle, I'd maybe throw in a couple of serves down the middle of the body.
Yeah.
Down. 6-8. Down. 7-8.
Oh, I thought that was good for a second, but not. Alexa perhaps wise, taking a little bit of time.
Yeah, just to regroup a bit.
Yeah.
Should have done it a couple of points ago.
This has been a match where players haven't really been able to hold on to big leads.
Yep.
So. Let's stand.
Yes, let. Yes, let. 7-8.
Neither player can afford a mistake at this stage. If you're Lizelle and you make a mistake, you lose your momentum. If you're Alexa, then it's all square again.
Nice change, we haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, and it
8-all.
Yes, and she reaped the rewards. Back to 8-all.
We've been 8-all in
a number of the
all
games.
the games, yeah.
Yeah.
Out.
Oh, that's a bad mistake.
9-8.
Yeah, Alexa has got to find a way to win this
She's
next.
7-2 up.
8-4.
8-4.
Yeah. She's got to find a way to win this next point.
It's 5 points in a row. Brazil definitely got the momentum now. Can she ride it all the way to the finish?
Look at it on the tee.
Intensity's definitely increased here. Good rally up and down the back wall. Nice. Who's going to change it? Who's going to take it across? Simple.
Yeah, that's a good finish.
Hand out.
Shot popped
9-all.
out. Straight volley.
Excellent stuff. Important point there because she'd lost 4 points in a row. Or 5, excuse me.
Momentum change again.
Oh!
Out. 10-9.
And we have
Game
a ball
ball.
back in the commentary box here. If it doesn't hit somebody, hit one of the players.
Game ball for Alexa Pienaar to take us to a 5th. What does she do here? And she's found
Down.
the neck. You'll take that
11-9.
every time you can.
Game to
Again,
Pienaar.
big momentum
Games
shift.
are 2-all.
Lizelle from 4 all the way to 10, and then
There we have it,
4
folks.
points in a row.
If you're busy doing your shopping, I would advise you to stop immediately and come and watch the Growth Point SA National Ladies Semi-Final. It's an intriguing battle, and it's 2-all as we go into the 5th and final game to see who's going to be the first finalist of 2022.
Pienaar to serve. Level.
Welcome back to this ladies semi-final and the 5th and final game between Lizelle Müller and Alexa Pienaar. Rodney,
Down.
that
1-love.
time-honored commentator's tradition, who do you think is going to take this?
Normally I'd say Lizelle. I think her experience and intensity would get her through, but Alexa's just hasn't changed her game at all. She just looks so consistent. And I think I'm going to go with Alexa on this one.
I'm going to agree with you. Oh, that's a great point. What a get. because it's been very seesaw so far, as we said earlier, and both players haven't really played well at the same time. But Alexa has been very consistent with her attacking game today. She has just looked in control, quite commanding when she has played well. Got there, good defensive shot.
2-1.
Zelda's pointing to the sun there.
Yeah.
Do you see that bright light just moving across the court there?
Yeah. Reminds me a little bit, for those who watch tennis, of the Australian Open in the day sessions. That sometimes happens.
Oh, good get.
Great get.
Out. Hand out, 2-all.
This is important for neither player to get behind in the fifth game. Because
the way they play, I don't think it matters. No one seems to be able to get away.
Indeed. But sort of a fifth game is a bit of a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
If you go behind, it becomes so much about the pressure and the tension.
Hand out, 3-2.
Perhaps this is Alexa Pienaar's day.
This would be a great win for her.
This would be one of the best wins of her career, no doubt. But long way to go.
Has Alexa been in a national final before?
I don't think so. No. Risky cross-court drop. That's a good lob.
Out, 4-2.
Does seem to have momentum, but Lizelle is such an experienced and also mentally tough player. This will be very difficult to close out.
And she's the current champion.
Hand out,
You don't
3-4.
see too many volley post turns of serve, but when they hit that well, and the 1-2 punch.
4-all.
Serve and volley drop winner.
Back to level.
Bread and butter of master squash, some say.
Hand out,
Really taking care of the
5-4.
serve.
An opening. Too
Hand
much
out,
of it was open
5-all.
there. Nothing in it. No, into the turn, yes.
Pressure finally telling.
6-5.
Oh, well finished.
7-5.
There's that risk. If you go for a nick post and you miss it, you do give your opponent time and angles. And Lizelle finish that expertly. And another
Down.
roller.
Hand out, 6-7.
That's an important point. You don't want to go 8-5 down in the fifth game. Nice changing from Müller. Counter drop. What's going to happen here? Oh, what a lob.
Hand out, 8-6.
We've been here before, but...
Say it again, watch the serve.
Yeah. And a chance for Müller. Well finished.
9-6.
This is a good response from Lizelle.
3-point gap at this point of the game is big.
Yeah.
It's big.
This is Alexa has to win this next point, you feel? So it's too experienced to play it, so that a 4 match ball gap go to waste.
Good rally.
Yeah, it's a big point often does do this.
I can't see the ball on the wall, it's so tight. Oh. Down.
Very sporting from Müller there. She called it. Actually see if that was double.
Handout 7-9.
But that's a credit to him. Very fair play. Good lob. Well finished.
Handout 10-7. Match ball.
Alexa's back against the wall. And that is
11-7. Match to Müller. Müller wins 3 games to 2. 9-11, 12-10,
Join us again for
11-7,
the first men's
9-11,
semi-final up next.
11-7.
Well played, ladies. What a fantastic first final. The Growth Point SA National Squash Championships. Let's give it up for them once again. And the first finalist in the 2022 final is Müller. I'm going to have a quick chat with Lizelle once she gains her breath back. Has to be a fast recovery, not a long one. Long one. 90 seconds. After this, we will go on with the first men's semi-final. Well played. So I think there's a bit of bull terrier in you somewhere. 1 love down, 10-8 down, to go 2 love down, 8-4 down, to go 2-1 down, you come back. The 5th game was the only game that you didn't manage to get too far behind, although you were 4-2 behind at some stage. Where did you find that energy to come back from literally despair, really?
I don't know. I somehow think I like a challenge.
She just had to gather her words there. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, so being that far down, it's like, what are you doing, Lizelle? And I know and feel that this is my last year at Nationals. So I really wanted to be in the final. So I just kept pushing. I was very, very nervous for some reason. It's always a challenge and not lacquer to play against your teammate. But you played very, very well. Well done.
She did play well, didn't she? She really pushed you and asked a lot of questions of your game and your abilities and your experience, and that's probably where you won in the end. It was your experience that probably was the difference to you winning or losing today.
It most definitely was. Age.
Well, there you go, Alexa. Well, let's give Alexa a hand, everybody, because she was magnificent. Oh. So last thing, no, not yet. So you're in the final. You have an opportunity to redeem yourself and win the title again. You've put yourself in the opportunity position, all right? You've said you're happy with that. Have you ever played Alex or who else is in the semis, excuse me? Or Cioli?
I played Alex, I think 2-3 years ago in the final at the Growth Point in Pretoria. Went down 3 love. I've played Cioli, I played her at Jarvis now in July, I beat her. So yeah, Sunday I'm just going in, I'm going to have fun, whoever I'm playing. I think I've done what I needed to, I am where I want to be, so I'm just going to go out there and just have fun.
Well, it was magnificent, congratulations, you've earned a day's rest, and we'll see you on Sunday in the final. Lizelle Müller, everybody.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
Thanks very much to all our sponsors and the people that support this most amazing game, if we are fortunate enough to play it. The BLK clothing, that's the clothing partner with Squash SA. Bears Furniture for our VIP area. Starbucks if you need a coffee, and KFC. Well, KFC anytime apparently. Southern Sun Hotel Group. Bayers Kloof who keep me going. Graham Beck, who has lovelyly given us some amazing champagne for the winners. And Caroline's Fine Flowers. For those of you in trouble with your other half, go see them. Aquile for keeping us all from dying from thirst. And Innovision for all the digital advertising around the V&A waterfronts. Star Kinnicore as well for the food they've been giving us. Go take in a movie at some stage. And then the Cellar Club with the V&A. And last but not least, a little bit of light in your life from Eurolux. Thanks to all our partners and obviously the V&A and the City of Cape Town. While we wait, I have a hamper to give away to anybody in the crowd, other than the people that participated in the event, although I hope they know the answer. Who sponsored the men's and women's interprovincial squash championships this year? I don't know the answer, but if you just look a little bit left or onto the front wall, you might get. Who set the growth point? There we go. Please pass that to the lady with the crutches. Hopefully that makes you walk a bit better, ma'am. Yes, Growth Point have a wonderful relationship with Squash SA and the game of squash. Can we have a new ball? They not only sponsor this event, but obviously they sponsor our interprovincial championships as well. I have one more giveaway to the first person that can tell me when squash was invented. Nearest year. Anybody know? Nearest year when squash was invented. 1916, earlier. 1890, nice try, sir, a lot earlier. 1920, that's later. Hello, I'm blonde. 1830, the man over there, can you catch? There we go, sir, well played. 1830 is when this wonderful sport started. It's nearly 2 centuries old.
Half time.
It's an amazing sport. And it's in all the major games around the world. From the World Games to the Asian Games, the Pan American Games, the All African Games, and of course the Commonwealth Games. And all we're missing is the Olympic Games. So help squash get there. Next time we bid, which is coming up shortly, get online, vote for this game. It will most certainly be the pinnacle of our sport. Not like tennis or golf, where it's not the pinnacle of their sport. What it's doing in the Olympics, God only knows. Oh, it's money. That's what it is. The wonderful thing about the Olympics, folks, is that if you get into the Olympics, the funding that these amazing athletes get increases significantly. And so too does their life and career opportunities. Let's not be quiet. What you're about to see is some amazing athleticism, unbelievable decision-making under pressure. Use your hands. Support them by clapping. And don't be scared to shout out, just not during the rally.
Growth Point SA National PSA Tournament, men's semi-final. Tristan Worth to serve, Christo Potgieter to receive, best of 5 games, love all.
Good afternoon and welcome to this men's semi-final of the South African National Squash Championships 2022. Here we have Christo Potgieter in the green and Tristan Worth in the black and purple. My name is Michael Lombard and I'm joined by Rodney Durbach. Rodney, looking forward to this one.
I think this is going to be a great match. It's got to be to follow the ladies semi.
Absolutely.
That was quite something. I think this will be very exciting squash from both these players.
Yes, both of these players are known to not exactly be the most conservative players on court. They both open things up, they use angles. So this really could be and provide every color in the rainbow.
Good opening rally, set the tone.
Yes, it's quite structured for the moment, whether it stays that way. So this is a bit of a battle of youth versus experience.
Yep.
Christo is the current World Masters 35 champion. He won that in the last 2 weeks. He's won that first point there, and he won this tournament back in 2020. Tristan Worth is the South African University's individual champion. He won the USA tournament in Makanda in July. So we have a World Masters champion versus a student champion.
Let's see who comes out on top.
Down,
That's a nice counter drop by Worth there.
And out, 1-2.
On the board. Oh, did that catch a hole in the side? Haven't seen too many drop shot winners like that in my time. Well, it seems that Christo is playing quite straight so far.
Yeah.
And he's definitely not afraid of taking pace off of the ball.
I think he's, I think just in his first game, I think he's trying to maybe just take the legs out from Tristan a bit.
Could be. These players both play in the Johannesburg League. I don't know what their... As a Tristan Worth gets a stroke ball. I don't know what their head-to-head necessarily is, but they should be familiar with each other.
Yeah.
So I don't think that is accidental that Christo is playing that way. You can see that Tristan Worth does love to take the ball short and then counter-attack with his quick wrist to the back. That's a good one.
Down, 3-all.
Not sure he's quite ready to play that.
What is the referee going to say here?
Not sure what he's saying.
Sure.
So I didn't want to stop there and get a no leg. Can I get a leg? It's not allowed to finish. I didn't accept it.
Player let.
Yes, let. 3-all from the left.
So the refs appear to have been persuaded by Potgieter's case there. It's a bit fortunate that ball was past him.
I think they maybe were playing a let on Tristan's pickup, maybe.
Possibly. Couldn't hear exactly, but
it's a little bit like a carry there.
bit of running for Tristan Worth. Oh, that's a great winner.
4-3.
Good hands from the youngster.
Excellent hands there. But I don't think Christo should be too discouraged by Ray like that, as he's hit a great shot there.
Hand out, 4
If you
all.
can make Tristan do work like that, diagonal sprints for the whole match, that's difficult to maintain.
Yeah.
Down.
Sent him
Hand
the wrong way
out,
there.
5-4. Down. Hand out,
Certainly
5
doesn't believe in getting
all.
back into the rally, does he?
No, no, he seems to back his ability to find the front of the court from anywhere. Oh, I nearly hit a volley boast nickel for a serve. reverse post.
Not up.
And called by
Thank
Potgieter
you.
there.
Hand out, 6-5.
It's kind of going the way I thought it would be. Nice and tight.
Yes, not half a chance to go short, and it's taken. That's a great boast. What a great get from Christopher Potgieter there.
Hand out, 6-all.
Who do you think is the fitter player between these two, Rodney?
That's tough to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Great shot. Thinking the wrong way there.
Hand
Paul
out,
Müller.
7-6.
Depends who you're comparing them to. I think they're both. I think they both fit in their own ways.
For their games, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what a great finish by Potgieter.
Hand
1-2
out,
punch.
7-all.
It's one of those. I don't think either will lose because of fitness. I don't think the fitness will come into it.
Perhaps not, because their styles of play are possibly comparable to each other.
Yeah.
But I just wonder who will end up doing more work, and might that make a difference? Because if you open the court up this much, with the speed that both of these players like playing at, that does tire you out.
Yeah. I think initially, Tristan would do more work to fetch more of what Christo's hitting. But at the same time, that could turn around because Tristan will fetch more, so Christo will have to always be hitting another shot, another shot, another shot.
Yeah. He could do what he just did in this last rally.
Yes,
Courts
late,
opened up,
7-all,
use the lob,
serving from the right.
Yeah.
Get Tristan to go forward and then back.
I think tactically this is going to be interesting to see how it pans out.
It is. If you were in Christo's shoes, where you have a young player who is hungry and opens the court up a lot, what would be the things that you would make sure you would do in front of the court?
Yeah, I try and close the court down. Keep it straight drops, that kind of thing. Not give him any angles because he loves an angle. He tries to create angles for himself. So if you keep it straight, you might get him to make a few mistakes.
Yes, let's.
Trying to go, give him the opportunity to go for too much. But if
you
open it up and he doesn't miss, then the game can get away from you really,
Yes,
really
late,
quickly.
7-all.
I agree, and it does seem that at least from the middle to the back of the court, that is what Christo's doing. I do think it would also, I certainly agree with the straight drop idea, or the plan there, but a player like Tristan Worth loves to try and anticipate from the front, so if he can be unpredictable, it's a bit of a...
It could be a no-let.
That could be a no-let.
Yes,
Somewhere Gary Whedon is crunching his teeth in anger.
You can play the crosscourt from there.
If you're
Safety.
listening, Gary, hope you're having a good time.
Tristan's also got to be careful that he doesn't, do too much work. He doesn't, give Christo the straight angles all the time, because as you say, he will get tired. We've seen him get tired before.
Oh, that's good. That's excellent stuff.
8-7.
Nothing in it so far.
Yeah, I think that would be to his advantage if he can build his counter game, as you said, by containing him and then changing it up every now and then. That could make Tristan look very tired. Oh, I just missed it.
Tristan's counter game is
hand out,
very,
8-all.
very good.
Yeah, and he's exceptionally fast. I want to say, of the 8 men in the draw, possibly only Matt Boot is as quick as he is, and very agile. He can change direction quickly.
Oh, I didn't like the look of that.
I didn't either, but still in the rally. Maybe Christo will query this if he loses the point.
down.
and which he has.
Pick up,
I would be doing the same thing if I was him.
pick up was good. Pick up was good.
Wat gaan nou aan met die ding?
Pick
What
up
is
was
the
good.
referee saying?
Pick up was good.
Calling it good.
The referee see it as good, and now Tristan Worth has a
Now
lead
it's
at the crucial
9-8.
end of this first game.
Interesting there. I mean, the refs could easily have played a let if they were undecided on that pickup.
Down.
And my issue with that
Hand
is as soon
out.
as they
9
undecided,
all.
you know, Tristan or if Christo lost that point, then there's no ways Christo could win that point. Because, you know,
9 all.
if Tristan wins the point, no, Tristan cannot win the point because if Christo wins it, he doesn't ask, and if he loses, then they play late because of the pickup. So it puts one of the players at a distinct disadvantage.
There we see the dangers of opening the court up too fast, too soon.
Is that 9 or 10-9?
10-9, yeah.
Big first game for both these players.
Yes, big.
Down.
And that is
11-9. Game to Potgieter. Potgieter leads 1 game to love.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah.
And he died there. Christo is 1 love up.
There we have it, the established and the incumbents. That's the established. It takes the 1 love lead in this first men's growth point SA National semi-final.
Okay, this is disruptive.
Potgieter leads 1 game to love.
Okay.
Love all.
Welcome back to this men's semi-final between Christo Potgieter and Tristan Worth. Christo took that first game, a big and important first game, 11-9. From what we've seen so far, what do you think will happen in the second round, Rodney?
I think we're going to see a bit more open from Christo. I think he's got that first game under his belt. He's could free up his arm a bit, see him play a few more shots. He probably feels he's done a bit of damage to Tristan in the legs. So he might open up a bit more, which in turn could help Tristan.
Yes, both players like playing open squash. Yep. As we can see, Tristan, he wore glasses in that first game. He's now taking those off.
Okay, then that's fine.
Just for safety.
I think the referee just mentioned that. I think forgetting that Tristan wore glasses as an option.
Yes.
As you know, all juniors have to wear glasses, as we saw last week.
Hand out 2-1.
He's not a junior anymore. I think he was wearing them because of the glare on the court.
Yes, the lights from the ceiling.
He said it helped him. But as you can see, the light is over on the right-hand side of the court now, so maybe he doesn't feel like he needs them anymore.
That's a good burst from Potgieter. chance. That's a great length.
Down. 3-1.
Christo does look like he's got a little bit more of a bounce in his step here.
He does. Tristan's got to be a bit careful there. He
Down.
played a trickle burst in the front of the
4-1.
court, which really...
Where'd that go? Into his towel box, I think.
His towel box. But that put him on the back foot.
Yeah.
This is the way that he plays. He does open the court up a lot, and he excels at disrupting his opponent's rhythm. But if his opponent can cope, and Christo is certainly the kind of player that can, I do wonder if that's something that he should keep doing. Off the back wall. And the guess comes the open court.
5-1.
In next to no time.
Christo isn't a player you want to give momentum to either. Oh, that's a great finish.
6-1.
But again, off a risky return.
He's opened the court up. And chance. Off the nick. That's a tight counter drop by Christo.
Stroke to Potgieter, 7-1.
It's a very cheap second game so far.
Down.
That's a shocker.
8-1.
They're going to the towel box again.
I haven't seen it happen this week, and now it's twice in one game. Worth doesn't look too interested in the second game.
Disappointing second game.
Looks like he's wanted to get off court and regroup for the third. But he's sent him the wrong way there.
And out 2-9. Down. Hand out. 10-2. Game
Too
ball.
long before this second game is won by Christo.
Down.
There we go.
11-2. Game to
Two games to love.
Potgieter.
Christo,
Potgieter leads.
former
2
champion.
games to
He's
love.
going to have some words with himself. Otherwise, this could be over pretty quick.
Level.
Men's semi-final between Christo Potgieter and Tristan Worth. Christo has a 2-love lead.
Down. Hand out. 1
Very
love.
commanding second game performance from him. Tristan will want to get back into this.
Yeah, again, that second game, I think he just kind of just let that go. I think his coaches
Quick hands from the front.
had a word with him. I saw his teammate from SACD, JP,
Down.
having
Hand
a chat
out.
in
1 all.
games. Let's see if any of that got through and we see a better third game.
What do you think Tristan should do here, Rodney?
He's just got to stay in the rally a bit longer. You know, we want to see good squash.
Yes, late.
Yes, late. 1-all.
He might have been a little lucky with that. I think he wrapped his arms around him a little bit early there. And just Krista has to be very careful there. Because you know Tristan's going to come back and you don't want to lose your focus.
Yeah, and Tristan is the kind of player where, because of how he plays, he can win a couple of points quickly if you play the wrong way.
Yeah.
So far, Christo is using his experience very well.
He definitely doesn't want to give Tristan too much in the front of the court.
And when he does, like there, he's putting it close to the sidewall. I like how he's using height as well.
Yeah.
I read him there.
3-1.
Again, great start to the third game by Christo.
Yeah, Worth's got to be careful here. A couple of cheap points and
that didn't look clean either.
Not that it matters. Clinical.
Body language is not good from Tristan.
No, he's still very young, so if he were to lose this match, he'll have other opportunities, you would think.
Yeah.
Nice hold there by him. Flick. Oh, got a bit lucky there.
It's your day, it's your day.
Yes, when it rains, it pours. But perhaps so far the young man is getting a bit of a schooling from the master, shall we say?
The world champ.
The world champ. That's a lot of work for Tristan Worth. But he has read that well.
It's great play by Christo, really moving him around.
Side drop, but he's neutralized that.
Tristan hanging far back.
Opportunity.
Best rally of the last few games so far.
Down.
Well done.
Hand out to 5.
That's what he has to do. He's got to stick in a couple of big rallies, send a message, you know, physically that I'm not done yet.
Yeah, it's certainly what this match has shown. It's not going to come easily. He's not going to be able to play the same way he did yesterday, for example. That's better from him. He won't be happy with himself there. He had a chance.
Those are 2 big rallies.
Hand out 6-2.
So far, I think tactically this has been very good from Christo. He's used his experience exceedingly well. Made the right choices.
Down.
Good there. Good combination.
7-2.
Stretches him off the lob and then sends him short. Really is now or never for Tristan Worth. Behind the back.
That's not a good sign.
No, it isn't. Making and chance. Oh no. The writing on the wall is on the wall, it could seem.
Down. 9-2.
Krista looking good for the final.
He's got to be very happy with the way he's performed this last 2 days.
Down. 10-2. Match ball.
His matches haven't been long, especially this one. You would think for a semi he would come in expecting a tough match, but in all honesty, it hasn't been.
Yeah,
And there it is.
match to Potgieter.
Great performance by Christo
3 games
Potgieter.
to
Good luck to
love.
him.
11-9,
And into another
11-2,
final.
11-2.
Yeah.
Join us for the next ladies semi with Alex Fuller against Cioli Waters coming up next.
Let's give him another round of applause. I'm going to have a quick chat with Christo on court once he gets his breath back. All right, Christo, that was pretty damn impressive. I sort of likened it to a leopard playing a cheetah. Well, a cheetah being fast and all over. No, you were the leopard, the wily oak that just lay there and wait. It was a wonderful contrasting in styles. That first game was tough.
Yeah, the first game is always going to be tough in a semi-final. But it came down to a little bit of experience in that first game, and he made 2 or 3 errors at the end of that game. And then I had the scoreboard pressure, and as you could see, then the other 2 were more comfortable than that first one.
It was definitely, you were moving like a Christo 4 or 5 years ago. I thought your confidence, I was like, my God, what's going on here? It's obviously the confidence from winning the World over 35s and doing a little bit more preparation. Would you say that's the case? Am I right in my assessment, or am I just guessing in the wind here?
No, you're right. In the past 4 years, I had so many injuries. And this is now the first time, I think, for 3 months that I don't have injuries. And just playing so many matches and getting back to that match sharpness, and I could feel it on court as well. So yeah, you're right. I think I'm back to that old Christo.
Your decision making was excellent and your accuracy was really good. You didn't try and play the normal Christo game. You really just gave the youngster no angle to play with.
Yeah, so obviously against Tristan, he's got a lot of shots, so you got to pin him down a bit and don't give him that get him that freedom of hitting all those shots. And I executed my shots well today.
You most certainly did. It's obviously a goal of yours to become a national champion for the second time. Well, you've done everything that you could do so far, and you've put yourself in the position. You're happy with your form? I remember last year after the semi-final, I said to you, with some of the best ball striking I think I've seen out of you in your life. Today was tactically impeccable. You haven't peaked too early. You're looking good. You're looking happy for the final.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying my squash at the moment, and I'm happy to be in the final. I don't know yet who I'm going to play, Develt or Ruan, but I'm up for it.
Well, it was wonderful to watch you play today. A true exhibition of true experience and style and quality. Good luck for the final. Wonderful having you. Christo Potgieter, everybody. We now... First and foremost, she's from Western Province. She represents Western Province Cricket Club just down the road there in Rondebosch. She was asked, who's the coach? She goes, me, myself, and I. Gosh, I love that. And she was inspired to playing squash because of a rainy day in the tennis team. Good decision. By the way, it's going to rain tomorrow. Enjoy the sevens. And she has reached SA #1 and a world high when she was playing of world number 28. She has tons of experience. She has just come back from the World Over 35 Championships in Poland, where she achieved a bronze medal. She's known as Seals. Her favorite food is sushi and pap. It's Cioli Waters. Her opponents, also from Western Province. She's been based in Dublin at the moment, and she's playing the World Tour. And she has reached a career high, number 30 in the world. She really is looking more and more like a professional squash athlete that is going to go the whole way. She loves the speed and how dynamic squash is and how physically tough it is. She started playing when she was 9 years old. She is currently ranked #1 in South Africa. She loves sushi. It's Alex Fuller.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
And there goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
begin. Okay.
As Alex begint.
Oh, okay.
(2022) Growth Point SA National PSA Tournament, Women's Semi-Final.
Ai, torre. Ek sê net Alex, ek het vir Alexandra Fuller gesê. Alex.
Hello and welcome to the South African Squash Nationals of 2022. Joining us for this ladies semi-final between two former champions, Alexandra Fuller on court in the white and Sioli Waters coming on court with the blue. My name is Michael Lombard and I will take you through this with Steve Doe. Afternoon to you, Steve. Excuse me, afternoon to you, Steve.
Growth Point SA National PSA Tournament Women's Semi-Final. Alex Fuller to serve, Sioli Waters to receive. Best of 5 games.
Western Province, and obviously Sioli former
Level.
29 in the world odd, and Alex currently 31. So it should be a good match.
Should be. These two players did. Oh, good start there from Fuller. These two players did play in the final of the regional event to qualify for nationals. So this is the second time they played in the week. Fuller won that one 3-love.
It's been a while since Sioli, I think, was playing in this type of tournament. From another.
Thank you. 2
love.
love.
Is probably not a main sort of focus at the moment. But Fuller managed to win yesterday.
Oh,
3 love.
Poor Nuba. It's a great shot. Steve, you're right. She hasn't played as much in the last couple of years since she has become a mom, but she recently played the World Masters where she won a bronze medal.
That's right.
And so she has trained more. That's a great
4
thing
love. Serving right.
than certainly last year. And coming off of the Growth Boy IPT and World Masters, she'll be quite sharp.
Right.
Still got the
Hand
game,
out,
still got the
1-4.
shots, as we can see there.
Yeah, and Alex has obviously been playing full-time overseas for the last couple of years, and probably on the top of her game at the moment.
Yeah, she's based in Dublin and has been competing with the best players in the world. So you can certainly say that she's a strong favourite for this tournament. Sioli definitely has to climb a mountain to win this match. That's a good trickle.
Hand out, 5-1.
One of her favourite shots, that the triple burst.
Yeah.
Can play it because of her speed going to the front. Steve, what do you think Sioli has to do to stand a chance here?
I think she's obviously got to see if she can last physically against Alex, but also just be patient.
Thank you.
Wait for
6-1.
opportunities. Don't rush things. You know, it's often a case of not how many
Down.
good shots you play, but
7-1.
how many bad ones you play. And that'll be the trick here. Like when that unforced error there was, you know, she makes a few of those, and she's, you know, with this point per range scoring
Down.
system.
Hand out,
you lose
2-7.
lots of points very quickly.
Can. But this is a common thing. When you do play a player who you feel is at the top of the game, you sometimes feel you have to do something special to win points. Like what she's just done there. Excellent shot. But that becomes a bit of a risky strategy because you do make mistakes.
But it's easy if you, at the beginning of the rally, if you're in a position to play the ball like that, it's different. But if you're running around a little bit and you're stretching, you can't get to play those shots.
Indeed, she did play an excellent shot there, but this is the difficulty for Alex Fuller's opponents this week. She has the speed and the positioning to recover and extend rallies. And that her opponents will have to play several winning shots to actually win points against her.
That's right. Takes a bit of time to tie those shoelaces. She'll be doing that in the
8-3.
fifth game, not in the first game.
That's a good burst.
Yeah, it is very good. But that's the beauty about
And
this
out,
sport.
4-8.
It's a very true court, and play shots like that and you get rewarded because you can take the speed off the ball, off the walls.
Oh, what a great shot that was.
5-8.
As you were saying.
Yeah, and it really does reward you for a good shot.
It's also quite fast off the front wall. That's not a combo you see that often. A court which is fast but also does reward a good length and a good short shot to the front. Well adjusted there, but recovered well by Alex Müller. Oh, great shot. Rally of the match so far. Excellent squash from both players.
9-5.
But Fuller just has the edge. Off the back wall.
Down.
And a mistake.
Hand out. 6-9.
We had quite a titanic battle in the other ladies semi-final, didn't we?
That we did. That was an excellent match between Lizelle Müller and Alexa Pienaar. Result taking that in 5 games.
Seven, 9.
It's a good spell from Sioli here. Close the lead to just 2 points.
Obviously, the girls are also playing for the selection positions in the national team.
Down. 8-9. Serving right.
A comeback here from Sioli.
Yeah, let's see if she can keep going.
Yes, late. Yes, late. 8-9.
Yeah, but it's wonderful to be back down in Cape Town for this type of event and having our national championships, this arena, especially at the same time as the Sevens with the shopping centre being quite full. It's quite a vibe outside in the mall.
And
yeah,
out.
absolutely. This is
10-8. Game
spectacular
ball.
venue. Definitely lots of people will get exposed to the sport who've never seen it before. A nice volley from
And out.
Sioli. Serving game ball.
9-10. Game ball.
Got lucky.
11-9. Game to
That's
Fuller.
when you want to do it, when you're a game ball up. So it's game to Fuller. 11-9.
$11-9, 1-love lead. Let's see how Sioli will respond.
One game to love.
Welcome back to the second ladies semi-final between Alex Fuller and Sioli Waters. Close first game, but Alex ended up taking it.
Yeah, there was a good comeback from Sioli towards the end.
It was. She'll want to continue to play that type of squash. But you do also wonder whether Fuller will be a bit freed up by winning the first game and getting a lead.
Down, hand out, one love.
Yeah, a couple of mistakes that you don't normally see from
Ladies, stop please.
some debris on the court. It would seem we can't see what it is from here. But
No effects on the previous rally, Ms. Fuller.
One love.
Okay. Thought for a minute they'd reverse the score and start the game again.
good long drop there. Can
Hand
see
out,
it.
1-all. Down.
Not a bad little
Hand out,
cross
2-1.
Not at all.
Volley drop from Sioli.
Down.
Second mistake.
3-1.
That's usually a strength zone for him.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a rush that I think that's overhand.
Down.
Another mistake.
Maybe we need
Thank
to
you.
lower the
4-1,
tempo.
serving right.
Even lower than it already is.
Fault.
Oh.
Hand
Oh,
out,
perhaps
2-4.
Raise the walls, yeah.
Out. Thank you. 3-4.
So that's one of the issues that we do have here on this court with the ball going out of court into the shopping centre and stuff like that. But it's, you know, it's a small price to pay, I think, to have this exhibition type squash.
Down.
But it is. Unfortunately now the players don't have to fetch the ball. Those of us who've had an opportunity to hit on the court haven't been so lucky in getting other people to fetch the out-of-court balls for us.
You could use it as a bit of a gamesmanship thing. Hit it out of court and go and fetch it yourself. Just if you need a rest.
That's a good boast from Fuller and a drop. Great rally. And some good appreciation from the crowd there.
6-4.
Nice reaction volley from Sioli. Built up a good lead here. Can she keep it going?
7-4.
Oh no, and she's completely sent it the wrong way there. Saw the cross court, but it went straight.
See, our score's frozen.
Yes. It is 8-4 to Sioli Waters and
good log.
That's a bit of finish from Fuller.
Hand out, 5-8.
Yeah.
Good volley and the chance at the front of the court. Well finished.
6-8.
That's the beauty about this court, is if you hit that little drop properly into the sidewall, it just tends to die.
Yeah. Good
7-8.
finish there, but cannot afford to return serve to the midcourt like that. Play of Alex Fuller's quality will punish you. Quite a few players have been playing the lob serve this week, Steve. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I have, yeah. But it's, you know, especially, yeah, you give it a little bit of air.
Stroke to Fuller.
Give yourself some
Stroke
time.
to Fuller, 8
touch
all.
the sidewall and it tends to drop straight down. So that's the benefit of the lob serve.
Fuller's closed the lead. All square again, 8 all. And a stroke.
9-8.
Fuller has the lead back.
But I think the lob serve is much more useful down at the coast than it is inland.
Yes, because it doesn't sit up as much.
Down. Hand
Mistake.
out. 9 all.
It must be a third or fourth one this back.
Yeah.
On that backhand volley.
That's a good counter drop. And gives Yoli Waters a game ball.
10-9, game
And you
ball.
take it.
So I don't think Alex lost a game in 2019 when she won the Nationals in Pretoria. So this would be her first game. If she loses this game, it would be the first game in a couple of years.
Good pressure by Waters. What a great lob and the opportunity. Too quick and around the middle of the court.
Hand out. 10 all. Player must win by 2 points.
That was a good rally from Fuller under pressure, and she was very much in control at that point. Another stroke.
Stroke to Fuller. 11-10, game
Under pressure
ball.
like that, like Alex can dictate the game and put you under pressure like that, then you're scrambling all the time. And
That's a great burst.
There we go.
12-10.
And she's found a way to win the second.
Fuller leads 2
Well
games
done,
to
and
love.
2-love lead for Alex Fuller.
Fuller leads 2 games to love.
Welcome back to this second ladies semi-final. 2 close first games, but Alex Fuller has managed to create a 2-love lead. Let's see if Scioli can maintain her level into this third game.
It's
One
tight.
love.
It's a lovely angle this to watching that backhand drives from.
Yeah, I'm glad that the glare of the sun is actually gone now as well. In some of the early matches they were.
Easy, soft burst there.
Ladies, we saw good. If you want to play late, let's play late.
So the refs have called let.
Thank you. 2 love.
So I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but are you playing the point?
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh, yes.
It's really conceded.
Oh, good counter attack.
3 love.
As you said, Steve, the court does give you the opportunity to do that. Someone misses the accuracy and you take it in speed. Nice cross-court flick there by Fuller.
Love.
She definitely seems more confident in this third than the first 2.
When you watch squash from this angle, from that this camera angle now that we're watching, it really shows you how
5 love.
beneficial it is to control the tee.
Absolutely. Squash is a battle for territory, ultimately.
And you know, that's what you always learn in the coaching manuals and things, or teaching coaching manuals. And now you can understand why when you look at it.
And out 1-5.
Outserve by Alex Fuller. She won't be happy with that. Maybe she'll give herself a push-up penalty at the end of the day.
Couple of court spins.
She's not really a court spins person. I train with her quite often because she's at my club as a Scioli, but
6-1.
she's loves being active, loves being in the gym, but she's never really done a lot of court sprints.
Okay.
Alex.
All right.
That's a nice volley burst by
And
Scioli.
out 2-6.
Oh, stop the movement there.
Down.
That's a nice rally.
3-6.
Really is just exaggerated the benefit of hitting a tight shot on this court. Another one.
I think Fuller's conceded that.
And out. Sorry. Correction. 4-6.
Let's come back here by Scioli. Definitely she'll keep fighting as long as the match is going. Nice fade and intercept.
5-6. Down.
Another miss.
6-all.
Maybe just a little lapse in concentration.
Yes,
here.
started well,
the
but
urgency is just lost.
opportunity for Scioli. Oh, and she's made the wrong choice.
Hand out. 7-6.
You can hear her frustration with herself there. All that work to get back even, and now, yeah. That's a good lob by Müller.
Very good lob.
Off the back wall. And Scioli's conceded
Not
that.
up, thank you. 8-6.
Perilous times for Cioli. She has to mount a comeback, stay in this match. But that is too good from Fuller.
9-6.
As you mentioned earlier, Carl, it would have been very interesting. Oh,
great shot. That's best shot Cioli's little match.
Yeah, imagine having this match when Cioli was at her peak.
That would have been very interesting.
It would have been a proper contest.
As we can see, Cioli is still very strong physically. But in her prime of her career, she had, oh, what a great shot. Great fade.
8-9.
It's a very difficult shot to actually hit, so to the audience watching, difficult to pull off, and she's done that exquisitely. But to your point, Steve, I would have loved to have seen who would have won that match. 9-all again. Cioli's played this match very well. It's now going to be down to these next couple of points to see if she does get onto the scoreboard. That's a good kill there, but well recovered from Cioli. Oh, and the dive. That's great to see, though.
Hand out.
Great for anybody watching. Inspiration, full commitment. That gives Alex Fuller match ball.
Not the wisest thing to do in a squash.
No, but you can make a case that the kind of physical effort that the sport requires as Alex gets the match.
Match to Fuller, 3 games to love. 11-9, 12-10, 11-9.
That was a great match.
Congratulations, ladies. Let's give
Close.
another hand.
Respect from Alex to Cioli there, her teammate for many years. Join us for the next men's semi-final coming up next.
For Alex, a small chance to get her breath back. Quick question. There are 195 countries in the world. To the nearest 5, how many of them host a professional squash association tournament? Anybody know? 195 countries in the world. The professional tour goes to how many of them? 5? No. Yes. 115. Well done, young lady. You are 100% correct. Why don't you just give her this cool drink? Okay, come get it. 115 countries out of 195 the World Tour goes to. And if anybody doesn't think that this is a global sport, best you wake up and smell the coffee. It's unbelievable. Let's give Alex a hand. Well done. The mother of 2, she pushed you.
Yes, definitely. Felt really edgy. I played Cioli many times. I know her capabilities, and I know she's been training now. So this was all at the back of my mind. Definitely not someone you could ever underestimate. So I was definitely a bit nervous. We played actually on Sunday on the normal court, so the glass court brought a slightly different dimension. Yeah, she played well today. I wasn't quite on it, but I'm happy to have won.
Yes, absolutely. Well done. I've got a question for you. For those who don't know, Alex is our only female athlete competing on the World Tour and doing incredibly well as a Lone Ranger, 30 in the world and climbing the rankings all the time. That's worth an applause. But in saying that, everybody then, when you come back to South Africa, expects you to win. And yourself too, I'm sure. What's it like playing with the favorite tag or the pressure of expectation, even knowing that maybe yourself thinks that you know you should win, playing against ladies that, for example, are amateur from that perspective? How's that pressure for you?
Yeah, it's definitely an aspect that you have to try and control. The pressure obviously comes from myself, I think, that I think everyone expects me to do well. I don't think everyone does. I think everyone's just got my best interest at heart. But it's kind of the way that we talk to ourselves and we expect to do better than we maybe should. So yeah, it is tricky. I mean, it's a tough one because most of the times I don't have any support when I'm playing overseas. And then when I come back here and I got all the support, it's almost more nerve-wracking. But it's still so nice to play in front of a home crowd. Over the course of these last 2 weeks since I've been home, everyone said that they've been watching me on TV, and it means a lot. So thank you.
Well, it's fantastic having you back home. It's wonderful to watch you play, to see your growth and development, and good luck in the final. Alex Fuller. We move on. Final. He made the semi-finals last year. He's at the same stage again. His favorite movie of all time is Cool Runnings. Quite an apt movie because he's seated below, so it's the underdog. His name's Olivier. His opponent is number 1 in the country. He's seated number 1 for the Growth Point SA National Championships. He plays for 2 clubs, Upcountry, Randburg and Harlequins. He went to her school, Framesby, and he loves competition as well as all the social aspects of squash. Steak and Avo is his thing, and his movie is Step Up, which is what he's going to do today. His name's Developed for Niekerk.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
tournament. Men's semi-final, Olivier to serve, Devil van Niekerk to receive. Best of 5 games.
Good afternoon and welcome to this second men's semi-final of the 2022 South African National Squash Championships. Here we have Olivier in the black shirt and red shorts, and Devil van Niekerk in the dark blue. My name is Michael Lombard and I'm taking you through this with Steve Doug. Afternoon to you, Steve.
Afternoon, Michael. It's been a good afternoon of squash so far.
Yes, it has.
And we're in for a titanic battle here, I think.
Titanic is a good description for this. I think this is going to be very tough, very different type of squash match to the first men's semi-final, which was very open, lots of shots to the front of the court. Dierwold is the South African #1 and the reigning champion. Ruan has made the final before this event in 2020, so he'll be looking, both players will be looking to give themselves a chance to win another national event. Well read there by Ruan, it's a good start. Obviously, both of these players, I imagine, play both Pretoria and Joburg League.
I don't think Ruan is playing much Pretoria. He was playing for Pretoria Country Club, but I don't think he does anymore. I think he's pretty much based in Joburg. I know Dierwold does definitely play Joburg, but I'm not sure whether they're both playing Pretoria as well.
Either way, both players, they'll be familiar with each other's games, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there won't be many secrets. Dierwold is ahead in the head-to-head. He's had a lot of success against Ruan before. So he mentally that should give him a buffer coming in.
Obviously, being the defending champions, he wants to get through this match and into the final for Sunday. So it's not going to, well, he never will lie down anyway. It's never my attitude.
No, it's not the way that he plays.
And out, 1-2.
Mistake there by Ruan. I don't think Dierwold has lost a domestic match in the last, at least in the last year, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
Yes, having played him myself, his game might appear to be quite simple, but he plays it at a very high intensity and speed, which physically is taxing for his opponent. And it doesn't necessarily come across watching, but his length is excellent, which allows him to...
Well, he's certainly one of the players that stays more forward in the court than most others.
That he does, yeah.
When he's on the tee, he's almost on the tee. You can see there, whereas Ruan is half a metre further back.
Yes.
I think that Ruan being shorter might want to think about moving further forward.
Perhaps we'll see if this match goes on and the ball dies down a bit, how that will affect their tee positions. Ruan can and does typically play quite structured squash as well, but he does have the ability to finish the ball short quite well. So I'm curious to see how much of that he does bring to the match here.
I don't think we've seen a drop shot yet.
No, but the ball is absolutely flying. Side will make as we speak. I missed it.
Down.
It's a cheap error.
5-2.
That's good work by Dierwold on this backhand wall.
That's what he does builds a rally and then sort of tries to finish it
Yes,
off.
let. Yes, let. 5-2.
It's all about patience with two players of this nature of the game that these two play.
Agreed. It's difficult to hit an outright winner against both. And if you open the court up too soon, they punish you with their speed.
Stroke to Niekerk. 6-2.
Dewald has built a commanding lead here, 6-2 in this first game. This is a big point for Ruan, who will not want to go 5 points down.
Starting to become a little more extended, but neither of them want to try and make an error by going for a winner.
Down, hand out.
That's a good rally by Ruan. Neither player is finding the back corners that well yet, Steve.
No, their length is really it's not what they would want at this stage.
As you can see there, a lot of it is in the midcourt. Because of how warm and bouncy the ball is, they can get away with that. But as the ball dies down, that certainly will be something that they can't get away with. Chance.
Also, I think it's also because they're hitting the ball a little bit lower on the front wall than they possibly would do on a normal brick court, and therefore they're hitting the ball slightly harder, so it doesn't float down the wall.
Yeah, and if you hit the sidewall too early on a glass court, it also sits out. It's a nice finish.
4-6.
Ruan definitely does have the ability to finish opportunities like that, so hope that that's something that he will go for as this match goes on. He doesn't just have to make this an attritional grind.
I still don't think I've seen that's the closest Dewald's come to playing a drop shot.
Yeah, I don't think Dewald will go short much in this first, or even the first two games. Use those to take the legs out of his opponent and get into a rhythm. That's a good length. Followed up by another one. And he squeezed the mistake there. That type of point is Dewald's speciality, though. Long draws the arrow.
But I think Ruan's pretty fit, so I think he's going to be able to run with Dewald. It's just a case of getting into position more often than not and not making mistakes.
Agreed, and also mentally, he's got the physical fitness.
Down.
As he's had a bad error there, will be about does he take his opportunity and when does he time it. Puts into the front.
Dewald's definitely trying to work the back corners.
Out. Hand out. 5-8.
But he looks quite comfortable. Do you agree?
Very comfortable, yeah. Look, he always does it. He always strolls around the court as if he's on a Sunday picnic. But,
I don't know if you saw his match yesterday against Matt Boot, but in the first 2 games, he was a bit baffled. He wasn't really finding his length, and he was quite uncomfortable with the amount that Matt was taking him to the front 2 corners.
Yeah.
By the 3rd game, Matt was very tired, which was the investment that deal that worked, but he certainly looks a lot sharper today than he did yesterday. That's a good length from him.
Well, I think Matt understood that he needed to.
Yes, Ed?
He needed to push the envelope right
6-8.
from the beginning, otherwise he had no chance.
I agree. It'll be about Ruan will get opportunities to take the ball in short. He just has to choose them wisely and be clinical when he does. There's a stroke there to Dewald.
9-6.
That's a nice shot, but well recovered from Dewald. Great lob. That's a fantastic drop and nicely caught by Dewald. He is he's a very clean and fair player, which is to be admired.
Yes, Ed? 7-9.
So we weren't in a position to see what really happened there.
No, that's the one detriment of that camera angle. But there have been a couple of decisions so far which Ruan was wanting a stroke and he's only been getting a let. So we'll see if he keeps asking or if he chooses to play the ball. Quickly onto the Dewald, and he's got a chance. Extends the rally. Chance. Goes deep again.
It's just a matter of time. It's falling and pumping it there.
Ruan's recovered well. He was under a lot of pressure there. Tight again. Didn't find his length.
Had to rebuild this rally about 3 times already.
Yes, players at this level have such good court coverage that I think there's a couple of pickups which both players are queried.
Yeah.
So whoever wins this rally might, or who loses it will have a word with the ref. It's a good length. Oh, that's a great finish by Ruan.
8-9.
Yeah.
Left box.
But that's a good demonstration of the the mountain that Ruan has to climb here to win that point a couple of times over, and the quality of winner that he hit was considerable. That's tight. Good length.
Well, this could be a bit of a marathon lecture today.
Down.
Good.
Hand out.
Ruan
10-8.
can't make mistakes
Game
like that. He's got to strike a balance between being positive but making sure that when he does go short,
It's the right time to go short.
Yeah. This is definitely a very different squash match to the first men's semi that we saw.
Absolutely.
10-8. Game ball.
I think there were more short shots in the first 2 points What happened in this whole game, in this one.
It's two reasonable flair players that we're playing in that
Absolutely.
one. These were consistent.
Devold has a chance. That's too good.
11-8.
And the first game for Niekerk, 11-8. He needs 1 love.
Time. Niekerk leads 1 game to love. Level.
Welcome back to the second men's semi. 1 love lead to Devold Niekerk taking the first game. Very prolonged first game. Steve, what do you think Ruan needs to do? Does he have to do something differently and just be more accurate, or should he change tactics in some way?
Well, you know, it's in a sense, if he gets drawn into Devold's patient driving down the wall and that type of pushing his opponent Ruan back into the back court, maybe he's just going to end up just running around and you know, waiting for Devold to make a mistake, but that's not going to happen in a hurry.
No, it isn't.
Not a lot in a row. So maybe he needs to do that type of stuff and try and pull him forward, but he must just make sure that he gets him up. That's the critical part. So maybe if he can try and get Devold behind him, and as soon as he's got Devold behind him, then he must go short.
I agree, because Devold does play so much to the back of the court. Ruan will get opportunities to go short, at how he does so and when he does so.
But if you look at the way Devold moves, he's in the back of the court.
No net.
He'll move to the tee before Ruan's even got to hit the next ball. So that's unfortunately what Ruan's got to try and combat. Is try and get Devold to be still moving back to a position where he can move from.
It's hard to get Devold out of position, as you say. He recovers so well. That was certainly my experience playing him recently as well. Other thing, I agree with you, if Ruan can find space in front of Devold, something he could also look to try and do. Well,
exactly that. That's what Ruan's got to do.
Yeah. I'd also be looking to, if I was Ruan, when the chance arises, vary my length slightly in how hard and how high I'm hitting it, and also how soon.
Yes, length.
Yes,
Yes, Dad.
Yeah, that's,
Three love.
you know, the modern game has got harder and faster. And if you go back in history, you look at guys like Jonah Barrington, Jeff Hunt, and
Jahangir Khan,
those guys, you know, that obviously the technology is different, the rackets are different, but it was not the power game that it is now. Obviously, the court has become a lot smaller because of the fitness of the players these days. But the lobs and the soft drives are not as common as they used to be back in the sort of 80s and 90s.
Yeah, perhaps
So
not.
it's slightly different.
There are still players, take world number 1 Ali Farag for example, who make very good use of variation.
Yeah.
Or adding, and all the top players do this now, adding a bit of a delay in their swing, or what we might call a hold.
Yeah.
That, like what Ruan just did there.
Yeah.
Perfect
Down,
example.
hand out.
He can create that situation there and then take it in short or straight, like as he did there, or cross. That would be beneficial to him.
Yes, lad.
Yes, Dad. 1-3.
Affected, not prevented.
This is a long match so far. Those of you who have played with Ruan will know that he does sweat a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he changes shirts after this game.
But yesterday, changed shirts after each game.
I think I mentioned it yesterday, commentating on him, but I've trained with him before where he changed shirts 3 times in the time it took me to go through 1. Oh, and he's found a sidewall.
Hand out,
Nick
4-1.
there with burst. It's a good length.
There's errors.
Down,
Ruan
5-1.
can't do that if he wants to come through in this match. You see, Gerard doesn't give you any chance to take a breather. He just up and serves.
Yeah, but so it's physically challenging, as I'm sure the viewers can imagine, but mentally as well. If you get stuck in these long rallies, you then feel that you have to do something. Were there ever any players that you played in your time of playing the Jarvis Kaplan Cup over the years that played like Deerwood like this, where you felt that you weren't getting anywhere and you had to create something?
Paul Simmons was definitely
Down. 6-1.
Paul Simmons.
Not quite a bit after my time.
Yeah.
Before my time now.
Yeah, no, look, Paul was one of those guys like Gerald.
Down, 7-1.
Was always on the team. And he really moved well, and his racket skills were really good.
Down, hand out. 2-7.
Good shot there by Ruan, but he has to up the ratio of his successful shots to the errors that he's making. Made a few too many in this game. That's why he's 2-7 down. Mr. Paul.
Yes, Dad. 2-7.
Chosen door number 3 there. You often see those given as strokes on a net. That's a good counter-attack
Hand out,
from Deerwold.
8-2.
Yeah, he's looking strong here.
Everyone just picked his spot and hoped it was coming his way. Unfortunately, not. Also, the lobs
Down,
that these guys
hand
are
out,
playing,
3-8.
nice and tightly by Will. But the lobs that these guys are playing very seldom hit the sideboard and then the floor before it hits the backboard.
Yeah.
So it's an indication that it's very warm in the court.
Interesting situation here.
Stroke to Niekerk, hand out 9-3.
It could almost have been a no-let.
No let.
No let.
Completely clear. You had
Surprising call there. I thought Dierwold had read that.
Hand out 4-9.
And caught the ball on his racket.
Did, but the referees felt
Yes, you
differently.
had room to play.
Fortunately for him, he can afford to make a mistake like that with a
Hand
red
out,
ball.
4-9.
He still has a 5-point lead. That's a nice burst from Ruan.
Down, hand
It's a
out.
pity, it was a
10-4,
good rally from
game
him. He had stopped Dierwold's movement with that crosscourt and then try to take the drop in, which is the right shot, but can't afford mistakes like that at this level. Straight lob.
Down,
Good shot by
hand
Müller.
out 5-10, game ball.
Still 5 game balls for Dierwold for Niekerk. Defending champion. This is number 1. Oh, and he's
11-5, game ball.
sent him on an Uber to Greenpoint there, next door.
Those were hold and flick.
Absolutely well done. Dierwold now leads 2 games to love.
Level.
Down,
one left.
It's a great shot though, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was going right angles and everything there.
There's that dead spot on the forehand side.
Yes, let.
Yes, let.
Yes, let.
One up.
So I see that the sevens playing chilly this evening. It's 9:30.
It's busy this side. As Dierwold sent Ruan the wrong way there. Bit of frustration there for Ruan. I can imagine why. It is very difficult to win points of Dierwold. That's a great shot. Dead into the sixth corner.
Especially if you set it up like that.
Out.
There's a bit of a change-up. He hasn't attacked the front of the court much in the first few games. But now Ruan is used to going to the back, and that change-up worked well. Oh, that's a great finish.
Dierwold's a little bit more relaxed now than Chilova.
He is.
Now you can start with a bit more variation.
You can, yeah. And the ball's also colder now. After Dierwold's looking very strong here. Right things on the wall, it would seem, unless Ruan can find a way back.
Don't count him out. He's not going to lie down on the
Oh, it's a great blob. This is a great rally. Oh,
top of the tin.
Top of the tin.
7-8. Left box.
7-0.
Sometimes you see the ball late in this court.
Not up, thank you.
Nice
Hand out, 1-7. Down, 2-7.
Very good counter drop there by Ruan.
Yeah, he moves very quickly and well into the front backhand corner. Dangerous counter drop. That's a good length from Dierwold. Too wide, nice and wide. Looks very comfortable here, Steve.
I think Dierwold's really in his zone now. His nerves have settled down.
Down.
You know, at this
9-2.
at this stage of this tournament, you can't discount any of these guys for pushovers.
No, all of them are exceptional squash players, but last while Dierwold has shown himself to be just better than
Look at that.
all the others.
He was just waiting behind it.
That's excellent stuff.
10-2 match ball.
8 match balls for Dierwold for Niekerk to get his way into the final on Sunday.
Against Potgieter, same final as last year.
Indeed, behind the back, not quite winnable for him. He'll have to console himself with the 7 other match points that he has. Opportunity.
That's a better goal.
Oh, and he's finished it brilliantly. Looking very strong there, Deal of Niekerk. This is African number 1 into the final on Sunday. Do join us again tomorrow for some of the other plate matches, and then for the premier final ladies and men's event on Sunday. Thank you, Steve. Afternoon to you all. Have a good one. Cheers.
Last question. Closest to the year. Who was the first SA National Championship played?
1994.
1994? That's in the new South Africa, yes. But the history of the sport goes way beyond apartheid. Anybody know? To the nearest year. Have a guess. 1930. Less. Very close, sir. 1810. Whoa, like one of the numbers is right. 1918, no. 1910. There you go, sir. Well played. Fishhook wins. Right, let's have a quick chat with De Volt. He's just analysing the game, I see, with JP. It can wait. Don't keep me hanging, but well played. Well done. How important, De Volt, was that first game?
First game against Rolly is always important. If he gets momentum going, it's hard to stop. So I just had to go out tough, not make any errors, and just hit targets with purpose, and just take time away from him.
He did exceptionally well, because I think, like you say, had he won that first game, he becomes a different opponent. You were sublime in the second and the third. You just gave him nothing. And then when he did play a couple of really good rallies, put them together, you just absorbed that, and you were just relentless.
Yeah, the thing is, I know Rolly is good short, so I don't want to play around in the front. So if he takes me short and I'm under pressure, I'm just going to throw it in the air. I don't care if it's high or low or whatever. I'm just going to try and get the ball up and give myself some time.
That's a fantastic game plan and great discipline, and it worked like a charm. I must say, from where it comes, it's wonderful to see the involvement in your game from last year to this year. There's a lot more dimension. You have a lot more attacking capability in terms of the utilization of the court. Is that something that you've been working on for the last year, or is it something that's just starting to appear naturally in your game?
No, I started working on it because I made my life hard in some matches this year. So I had to work on those things, especially from the middle of the court. I wasn't attacking enough from the middle. I didn't put enough pressure on my opponents from the middle. So I just started working on just confidence in actually playing the shots, because without confidence you can't play the game. 100%.
Christo's in the final. He waits you there. You've played him many, many times before. He was a mentor in your life at your younger stages when you're studying at Potgieter University. You're looking forward to that?
Yeah, well, it's basically a rematch from last year. So yeah, it's always fun playing Chris too, because he's a very good player and got good shots and good movement. So yeah, I'm just going to prepare well, and I'm going to come out guns blazing.
Well, good luck. Lovely to see you play. That was quite impressive. De Volt van Niekerk, everyone. Once again, please don't forget to come and join us tomorrow morning. We start 11:40. That's 20 to 12. There's only 4 matches. It's the 5 to 8 playoffs. And we'll be back Sunday morning, 10 a.m. with the finals, finishing at 3 p.m. with the ladies' final, followed by the men's final. Thank you so much. I'm Richard Castle. Drive safely and good night.